Welcome back to the Screensavers. Leo Laporte here, Patrick Norton. Patrick, how many times have we tried to get you to start a website?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. You still don't have one.
I just point out we have to update the websites. I don't even own the riot control.
We got to get you a website.
I have a URL. Someday I will start a website.
The easiest way, I think, for anybody to do a website nowadays is with a blog. Blogs make it so easy.
It's assuming you have something to say, Leo.
Patrick, you do. You know what? I know what's keeping you from doing this. And this is something that I had to get over.
Laziness.
No. It's the feeling that, who's going to listen to what I have to say? And what you have to understand is it doesn't matter. Just put it out there. People, believe in yourself.
My thoughts on arugula.com.
That's what most blogs are. It's just somebody, today I blowed my nose 4 times and I had ramen for dinner. And that's it. And I think you can beat that. So a blog is a very simple way. We've showed you how to set up blogs before. I use movable type. Blogger's a good one. Radio from Userland. There are a lot of great ways to do a blog. Though Blogger, you don't even have to have a website.
But you've got a better way to blog.
Well, if you've got the blog, once you've got the blog set up, I think the easiest way to blog is with a desktop client. That's basically like a word processor that lets you do it on the desktop and then upload it to your blog.
So rather than being connected to the blogging site.
Yeah, normally you have to do that. In fact, let me show you. This is the interface to my blog through the web. I have a movable type blog.
Heck, even I can understand this.
Well, it's a web-based form. It's very straightforward. You just enter in your text. But there's no tools to make it easier. I mean, you have to do your HTML by hand and so forth. So it's really a lot easier to do a blog. If you had something like a Dreamweaver for blogging, well, you do, thanks to something called XML-RPC. This was created by Userland, Dave Weiner's company, in 1999. It's a web services interface between a desktop client and a website. That sounds very confusing, but I'll explain how it works. Blogger, a little later, when Blogger came around, which was really the first huge blog site just bought by Google, they created an API, a way for a program to interface with a blog, to upload, to update, to modify blogs without any human intervention. Okay. So now I can use a program like this. This is called WBlogger, one of many programs like this. I like this one quite a bit. Its interfaces, as you can see, with movable type, V2, Nucleus, Blogger, blog to a lot of different blog software, pretty much all the blog software out there. And I'll show you, let's take a look at it.
We should point out it says it needs Internet Explorer, but it is running on...
It uses IE for the display, and I'll show you where it uses that. This is the interface. It looks just like a word processor or maybe home site. It allows me to work in the blog using buttons like this to center things, to upload files. Yeah, it's very, very simple. It does colorizing for the HTML, and then when I'm done, I can take a look at what I've been writing. This is a blog entry from my site, and this is where Internet Explorer comes in. This is what it's going to look like when you go out on the web to see it, and then when I'm done, I can post and publish it, and it goes right to the website. Basically, I can work on my blog on my desktop, and when I'm ready, I can publish it. Very convenient. This is one for Windows. I'm going to go over to the Macintosh real quickly and show you. This is the one I use almost all the time. This is called Tonguelog, and it is written also. The first one was free. This one is donationware.
They're very international.
Yeah. The first one's from Portugal. This one's a guy who lives in Japan, but his name, I'm gonna butcher it here, is Adrian Tzisling. And Adrian, you see there it is, ADRIAANTIGSSELING. I don't know how you pronounce that. Tzisling. Anyway, this is Adrian. Adrian wrote, I think, one of the best. This is in Cocoa, very easy to use. For instance, it allows me, like WBlogger, to create my own HTML snippets that I can use. I have some very elaborate ones. Yeah, and I have some very elaborate ones for embedding QuickTime movies, things like that. I don't have to do it again. It's very easy. You just double-click a word and you say, okay, that's a URL, and it will automatically put what's in this clipboard in there for the URL. And it also has a preview. Not quite as capable, but it does have a preview capability, so I can make sure it's doing what I want it to do before I post it. And then I can post it. I can also look at recent entries and modify them. This makes it so that I can blog on my desktop with a desktop application like a word processor. And then, when I'm good and ready, upload it. There is now no easier way to maintain a website. If you don't have a blog, I highly recommend for you and for anybody who wants to create a website, look at blogging software. That's what it's all about, is publishing made easy. And these blogging tools, and there are many more, I'll put some links in my article on the web, but there are many more, but the one I use on Mac OS X is Tonguelog, and WBlogger on Windows. They really make it a lot easier so that you can, it's almost like writing.
He's serious.
No, I am. And we're going to get you We're going to get you.
Whether I like it or not.
I have the name for your blog, by the way. You ready? This is good. It's Patrick Norton's blog. It's going to be Baubles, Bangles, and Blogs. What do you think? For the Screensaver's Guide to Web Publishing, we've got links to all kinds of blogging information, how to set up a blog, what kind of blog software to use, and yes, these desktop tools. Go to thescreensavers.com.
Are you sure you want to delete top secret screensavers gossip.doc? I think that means it's time.